she's coming around, definitely acting like she got some sense. I just think I really believe the meds that that girl was on just had her off. Yeah, man. People be going through it for real. Like people don't understand that mind. That ain't nothing to play with. That's why I don't let nobody put me on no medicine. It ain't happening. I ain't taking nobody medicine, especially for my mind.
This is off top, but I've been seeing so many different businesses closing. Like it's so scary. People that were once on at the top are now like fighting to survive. It's always like, wow, here I am at 10 years. I still have yet to play anything. Ten, I'm not excited to do that,
Don't do it.
but I need to. I think the reason why, because my accomplishments are so personal to me. Me spending like all that money on an event, I'd rather take that and travel somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm doing this for other people, but I do need to do something. I agree. Other people should celebrate. It's for the clients.
This I wouldn't be doing nothing for them
Maybe
clients.
I just do something.
Everything that I'll be doing, it would be honestly, it would be to get to get money, man. Like ain't
Oh, I
nobody got
agree. Yeah, I would have
ain't
to
nobody
charge.
got time to be around here doing stuff for some clients appreciation. Not in the times we live.
No, I agree. Yeah, they definitely need to get money for the foundation, these kids. That's why I want to really associate myself with people that have foundations so I can learn.
Let me call you back. They done picked up my whole conversation on coffee time.
All right.
Thank God I live right. Coffee time. Time. I need a little money. What's up, fam? What's going on, y'all? Did y'all hear my conversation this morning? I'm just trying to help people to make sense of things, you know. Around here spending money unnecessarily. This the wrong day for that. This the wrong listen, this is the wrong time for that. You better calculate every dollar you got and use that money to invest to make more. All right. Shout out to my girl Chanel Bracy in the house. Uh, Michelle Byers, good morning. You all do me a favor, invite somebody, share, invite somebody to share. Um, we got a man, we got a awesome topic this morning, but I need your help. The algorithm is moving slow. Uh, need your help to invite somebody. Share this to your page. If you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind. I'm lit this morning. I'm happy. Have no, now hear my heart when I say this. I'm lit and I'm happy, but I have no reason to be happy. There's so many things that could be worried about. Um, things aren't not things are not necessarily going the way that I want them to go. Um, but I tell people all the time, like, faith is a lifestyle for me. It is. It's a lifestyle. So, with it being a lifestyle, I walk in faith. I don't walk in what I see. And there are a lot of things that I could be concerned about, and I'm not. I know who has me. I know who has my future. And as a result of that, I put my trust in the one that's got my back. And he has always made it all right. Christopher Allen up in the house this morning. Do me a favor, y'all. Invite somebody. Share. Chris, what's up, man? What's going on with you? Christopher Allen, let me hold something. I know you got it. Huh? I know you got it, Doc. I know you're sitting on it. Sitting on that cheddar. So I'm making sure that the gate is open. There are a couple of things that I have to do to get these other platforms. Oh, some of them are showing up. To get these other platforms in and on. And I'm just making sure I'm doing my part. So let's talk this morning. We've got a lot that we need to try to talk about. Listen, it's your time. It. When I say it's your time, I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. So there's I guess a saying. We're talking about it's your time, talking about favor. And I need you all to share this to your page if you don't mind. Talking about it's your time is in favor. I have never, ever believed that God waits to bless us. God waits for your attitude to change, or God waits for you to stop doing something before he blesses you, before he blesses us. I've never subscribed to that type teaching because it minimizes, first of all, the work of the cross. Because if the cross was for our sins, then that cross is not just for sins that I committed in the past. It's any sin that could be in the present, and it also covers the sins in the future. So the cross is eternal. I never believed that either, because I believe that the mercy and the grace of God keeps us, sustains us, and give us the opportunity to get stuff right. And in order to get it right, that takes time. That time is primarily contingent on understanding, environment. Abdias, what up, bro? Good to see you this morning. Love you more, bro. Love you more, man. Real talk, out there being great. I see you. So your time does not begin because God is withholding things from you. God's not withholding anything from you. He's already freely given you all things that pertain to life and godliness. What happens is your ability to receive your inheritance is contingent on how you believe. It's contingent on your faith. Let me tell you this, the devil can't even stop what you believe. He doesn't have the power. He's a toothless wonder. All he has is a roar. He has no power. He has no authority. Most of the concept of devil lives in our head. Sunday, we're talking about the demons that live in your head. Y'all need to come to church Sunday. We're going to talk about it. There are people that believe that the devil has all this power, that he doesn't. This is why the Bible tells us, resist the devil and he should flee. It's just that simple. If God is all powerful and he lives inside of you, you mean to tell me that I have to go through processes with the greater one on the inside just to get the devil to leave? No, it's understanding. And it's the same thing when it comes to timing, when it comes to faith, when it comes to trusting God. All of that stuff is contingent on timing, on understanding. You have what you have because you believe the way you believe. I'm about to go in my bag already. You have what you have because you believe what you believe. You can have more if you believe more. The only time that we have to wait on is the time of manifestation. We don't have to wait for delivery because he's already given us all things. We are waiting for the things to manifest. So this morning we're talking about it's your time now. God is with you, God is for you. Joy Crum, good morning. Welcome from our YouTube audience. So glad to have you a part of this morning. God is with you, God is for you, God is in you. So there is nothing that he has not prepared for you, that he has not already given you. We are waiting for it to manifest. It's like healing. It's like healing. We don't, as believers, we're already healed. We're waiting for the healing to manifest. That manifestation can happen through miracle. It can happen through medicine. But we're not waiting for God to do it. It's already done. We're waiting for it to manifest. And according to your faith, according to how you believe, be it unto you. Whatever you want, you can have if you believe. I believe I'm the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, the lender. And I believe it. So I activate the things that he's given me to make my life better here on the earth. God is the author of all intel, and God will give you secrets. We call them purpose. He will unlock mysteries for you to win. He will give you the advantage to get ahead. It is not the will of God for you to be struggling and catching up. One scripture says that he will make your midnight as the high noon, meaning God will always equip you with what you know, what you need to know about where you are going if you have an ear that is open to what he's got to say. I got to stop this morning. Y'all give it up for Latasha Holsey. Say good morning, Tosh. It's my rider. So there's never a time that God is not going to reveal to you what you need to know about where you are and where you are going. It's about activation. The reason we don't activate different ideas, different concepts, thoughts, is that we are operating in fear. We are afraid. And I get the whole concept of fear, having to do something you've never done, having to be something you've never been. I get it in concept. However, I want you to know that even in getting it in concept, God is with you, God is for you, God is in you. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Let me tell you one of the greatest miracles. Um, One of the greatest miracles that you can really be thankful for now. One of the greatest miracles you can be thankful for now. Look at that. My niece's own Precious J. Tanker. Good to see you, girl. Thank you for joining y'all this morning. One of the greatest miracles that you can account for now is that in a economy that is failing, even if you don't have enough, you haven't gone under. I'm trying to tell y'all, the enemy sets up roadblocks, walls for us to not see what is really happening and tries to get us to narrow our frame and attention maybe on something that did or didn't happen. And we judge our life based on the minute moments of disappointment. Your life is bigger than that. The mere fact, hear me and hear me good. The mere fact that you are alive, you're not sinking, you have a roof over your head, you have a car, the mere fact that those things exist shows just how much you are winning, and it shows that it's getting ready to get greater. I can judge what's going to happen tomorrow by what I've experienced today in most cases. God didn't let me fail today. I didn't sink today. I didn't go down yesterday. The enemies that were trying to destroy me missed. So why is God doing that? Because he's setting me up for one of the greatest victories I've ever seen in my life, in every area of my life. And the way that I get it is not by saying, God, I'm waiting, I'm believing. No, I already got it. It's an attitude adjustment. It's a language adjustment. I'm not waiting to get it. I got it now. I have the favor that I need to win. I have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I need to win. And God has aligned me with the people that I need to win. I have to believe that I have it now. Not I'm going to get it. Not I'm hoping for it. No, it's mine. It's mine. I have to take ownership of it now. Me taking ownership is faith in action. I've taken action on what I believe because I've taken ownership for the favor that's on my life. So wherever I go today, I'm expecting the unexpected of great reward. I'm expecting to get a call with somebody telling me they got a check for me just because they were thinking about me. I'm expecting to receive a letter from the bank saying debts had been erased. I'm expecting it. I expect it every day of my life. And I'm not going to back up from that until it manifests because it's supposed to happen. I am a king's kid. My daddy owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. The book tells me that the earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, the world, and all them people that dwell therein. So if my daddy is in control and my daddy has ownership, I have the favor of my father, and I'm not expecting anything less. So when I walk in a building, I seize the building because there are people here that are supposed to bless me. There are people here that are supposed to use their influence, their power, and their ability to get me ahead. So I'm not waiting for it to happen. I believe it's already happened. I'm just waiting for it to manifest. So I walk in expectation. I am his favor. The mere fact that I'm alive, I'm a showcase of his favor. When you see me, this is what favor looks like. Should have been dead, buried 6 feet under. Should have lost should have died of diseases. Should have been strung out on drugs, fan in my ear on the corner of the block on the side of the curb. That should have been me. But he's already interrupted that because he's getting ready to give me greater. But I got to act like it, and I got to act like it now, because that's what faith does. Kiana, good morning. Barbara Gray, good morning. Faith lives in what you are hoping for. I'm hoping that everybody's connected to me win. I'm hoping that everybody connected to me get their money. I'm hoping that everybody's connected to me get the bag. And because I'm hoping that and I'm believing that, I speak it over their life. And it's not that I have power in my words. It's me connecting myself. It's me in full agreement with what God has said about you. And when I say what he has said, I can have what he says. I'm believing for Chanel's business to grow. I'm believing that clients are standing out in the hallway. I'm believing that precious name is posted in life. I'm believing it is a part of your covenant right. God said to Abraham, I will make your name great. What does that mean? People are supposed to know your name. What does that mean? When the doors are closed and they're having secret board meetings, Jocelyn's name is supposed to be called for promotion. It's not time for promotion. It's not time for it. It does not matter, because favor is supposed to happen to me every day of my life. So I walk like it. I act like it. I don't think anything different. When the enemy suggests certain thoughts that are not beneficial and fruitful to what I believe, I immediately exchange those thoughts and remind myself of what God said I can have. He said, I'm his child. And anybody, when I was in school, I had a couple of cousins. You didn't want to run up against them picket boys. And now I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't in the in crowd when I was in junior high school. I was, in high school, but in junior high, I was trying to find my way. Nobody, they knew me as Renee's little brother. But my cousins you just didn't want to run up against them boys. And one day I was on my way to class. I was a short, stubby little fella. And I was on my way to class, and there were these guys, much larger, bigger than I am, athletic build. I'm a kid trying to find my way. I'm in the 7th grade. I believe they were in 9th. And they started to bully me on the B wing of Northwestern Junior High. My cousin saw the interaction. He ran to the scene. He beat both of them. Beat them. I'm not talking about, listen, my cousin beat them bad. I was like, cuz, no, don't, because I had a heart for people even then. Yeah, they wrong, but don't beat them like that. And he told them while they were on the ground, don't you ever talk to him like that. He's a picket. It made me take pride in my name. Tell you something. Do you know what your real name is? Do you know that you've been stamped in favor? You're drenching in prosperity. Do you know what God has done to bring you up, to defend you? Do you know that God has not only kept you from what you saw, but he kept you from unseen danger? Do you know the length that he's gone through to put the devil in his place for you? I dare you hold your head down because you don't feel like it's going to happen. I dare you speak the wrong things out of your mouth because it doesn't look like things are changing. I dare you believe the lie that people said about you, that you weren't going to make it, you weren't going to be nothing, you was always going to struggle. I dare you. Listen. There's a prophecy of greatness that is hanging over your head. And every time you walk, the favor that is inside that greatness drips on you to the point that everywhere you go, if you believe it can happen now, it will happen now. You are supposed to experience supernatural favor in every area of your life, every day of your life, because of who your dad is, because of who your last name is. It's supposed to happen your way. You're supposed to get the greatest deals. You're supposed to have the best favor. You're supposed to live in the best houses. You're supposed to drive the less car at the less price. And if they don't drop the price, that means that God's getting ready to increase your finances where the price won't even matter. It's supposed to happen that way. You are drenched in favor and your time is now. God is not waiting on you to complete some test in order to bless you. He's already freely given you all things. The only reason you don't have what he's already given you is you don't believe it. You don't act like it. You got to act like it every day of my life. I act like our church is full. I act like my businesses, all of them are multi-million business. I act like I'm a billionaire. I act like I got it. Even if I do not have it, you will never be able to tell it because I act like what he promised me and I act like I have it now. This is why the song was written, that you didn't have to wait till the battle is over. You can shout now because it's already done. You're dripping in favor. The only problem is you've not recognized your identity because you're judging yourself based on what you see. You got to forget what you see and forget how you feel because your feelings are not your friend and sometimes your sights aren't pleasant. You got to know who you are in him. And if God would go to the extreme of redeeming you, surely he's not going to leave you in the world and be broke. It's got to happen in your favor. Yeah. It's got to. It's got to. You're dripping in favor. Greatness is over your head. And inside of that greatness is pockets of favor. And everywhere you go, whatever you need, whoever you're talking to, you better believe it's there. It's to their advantage to bless you. It's to their advantage to give to you. It's to their advantage because you have become their security blanket. They're going to win if you're on their team because you're dripping. You're dripping in favor, cousin. You're dripping in favor. You're dripping in favor. Favor is over you. Favor is in you. Favor is around you. What unlocks the favor is you got to know you got it. I've got some situations on my table today. Got up, went to the office this morning about 6:30, sitting in the office at my desk. And there are some things that I'm looking at and I don't like what I see. But it does not intimidate me because my God is greater. My God is bigger. I dare not insult the power, the intelligence, and the favor of God by worrying about what stands before me. If God did it before, he'll do it again. I just believe I'm his favorite, and because I'm his favorite, there's no good thing that he will withhold from me. You got to know that. That has to be your conversation. That has to be your testimony. And that has to be the thing that you tell yourself when you're driving along and things aren't good and well. I'm the head, not the tail. I'm above, and it's not going to be like this always. I speak my new car is coming to pass because God has already freely promised me all things. He's already given me everything pertaining to life and godliness. God went through a great extent for my soul to be saved so that I can spend eternal in the heavenlies with him and enjoy his presence forever. So surely he's not going to leave me on this little rock, this earth that is floating in space for me to be broke, busted, disgusted, barely getting along. No, I got favor. And if they tell you no, find somebody else because it's the will of God for you to have. Jesus said you can have what you say. Mark 11:24, therefore I say unto you, whatsoever things you desire when you pray, believe them. It may not happen overnight. It may not happen in 2 days. It may not happen in 7 days. But you got to hold on and believe and act like it's getting ready to happen right now. That type of expectancy puts a demand on the hand for God to move on your behalf and freely give you all things. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to happen. If you believe it, it'll manifest. And it will close the mouth of your enemies. You know what I'm talking about. I live it every day of my life. It ain't a lie that's been told that can stop what God has over my life. Because I'm dripping. I'm dripping. I'm dripping in faith. Drip. I'm going to put out a diss track. I'm gonna put out a diss track. I'm dripping in favor. You got to know who you are. You got to remind yourself what you have. You got to remind yourself what God has said about you. Man, I'm gonna go on somebody's radio show and rap. Who gonna be my quavo? I want to tap dance on somebody. Stand 10 toes down and tell you what I feel about you and your gal. I'm not surprised when the hearts of men are changed. I'm not surprised when the person that told me no now said, yeah, I ain't surprised. I'm driven in favor. It's supposed to happen that way. I know we're not supposed to be promoting this stuff, but I actually went and listened to that diss track from Chris Brown. He wasn't happy with Quavo. Whatever Quavo did to him, I think he in the voice and words of Cat, I think he need to repent. I think he need to tell him I'm sorry. Have you ever? Okay, I ain't gonna do that. You need to know this morning that your time is now. Favor is on you now. It's going to get better now, not in the morning. I don't have that long to wait. It's got to change now. It's going to go. The application's going through now. Your credit is changing now. How people see you is changing now. God is raising up somebody somewhere to use their power, their ability, and their influence to bless you now. Trying to tell you what I know. You got to believe it. Brothers, if your beard won't connect, it's changing for you. Ladies, you struggling in your edges. Lay hands on your edges and tell your edges to grow. You got favor dripping on you. And if you're concerned about it, so is God. Doesn't necessarily have to be what we call big things. If you're concerned, he's concerned because he's touched by the very feelings of our infirmity. He's concerned about the things concerning you. Every area. So, hey, that's golf time this morning. Chanel, I am looking forward to getting my nails. I'm getting a manicure and a facial. If you don't know where to go, Chanel Wells braces. She's on right now. She's the one that posted. I believe it. She has a wonderful business. I have an appointment with her Friday. Ladies, you need a facial. You need to get those nails done. Them feet did. Come on. You shouldn't be around here walking around and your feet look like baby gorilla feet. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Your feet should not look like wildebeests. You shouldn't do it. Go get them feet did. Get them nails done. Chanel, you do massages too, right? Because I may need to get that too. Chanel, put the name of the business as well as the address. It's about 268 people. I need to plug. Oh, you don't do massage. All right, but she put your business up, Chanel, so we can plug you with this great audience. So remember, y'all, you're supposed to have this stuff now. You're supposed to experience favor every day of your life. And when I listen to the diss track, I'm sorry, I keep going back to this, but there's some stuff I need to extract. When I listened to that diss track, I was disturbed that Chris Brown would do Quavo Girl. It bothered me. In the words of Cat Williams in the voice, So Chanel has placed the business name and the business on the screen. Radiant Spa and Salon, 337 East Forsyth Street. That's here in the beautiful city of Jacksonville. But I was disturbed at what Chris Brown say he did to that man girl. How disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Ooh, so mean. So brothers, you better do right by your girl. There's always a Chris Brown out there waiting for you to mess up, Quavo. Do right by your girl. You don't have to worry about nobody moving in on you. Can I ask you all, because I'm getting ready to go, can I ask you all a question? Who is Chris Brown's pastor? And who's Quavo's man of God? I need to contact their pastors because the language that they have given and the behavior they've exhibited, it's not becoming. It's not nice. All right. Well, to God be the glory for the wonderful, marvelous, majestic things He's done in our life. That's coffee time. Hey, you people, go be great today. Don't forget to stop by Radiant Spa and Salon, 337 East Forsyth Street. I have an appointment Friday, I believe it's 6. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Beat me there. In the words of Ray Charles. Get my bag. Get my bag. Get my bag. Remember how Ray, he figured out who he wanted by them girls on? Ray didn't like chunky girls. He wanted somebody a little more, like your forearms too big. Anyway, y'all go be great today. Y'all have any questions about anything that I've said? Any questions? Anything anybody need to know? Would you all like special prayer? I pray for you. Y'all remember in the movie, Ray is one of my favorite movies. I don't know why it's coming up right now. I don't know what's going on with me right now. I just know it's funny. But when he was living with that lady, she said, Ray, Mama got some more blackberry cobbler for you. And he was at the scene. He was like, he was tired of that lady. Anyway, you know what I was thinking about the other day? I'm gonna say this and then I'm done. I was thinking about when I came on radio, my handle was Elder International Lord of the Afternoon Drive. Do y'all remember that? Give it up, give it up. I don't know why that came on mind, but it did. Anyway, you were born to win, predestined to succeed. There's nothing that can happen to you today that the wisdom inside of you cannot handle. You got to calm down, slow down, use wisdom. And if you listen to wisdom, you will always win. Go have a great day. Remember to think higher, speak life, seek wisdom, stay strong. Y'all have a blessed day. Oh yeah, you can give to that Coffee Times Cash App too. Don't do me like that. We're doing a lot of stuff to help out. Get me out of there.